Hello and welcome back to part 2 of unboxing this mystery jewellery box. And back to the pile that we left off with last time. As always, I'm looking for pieces that I can sell just as they are and pieces that can be upcycled. Okay, first off, we have quite a nice bracelet, quite a large size, and this is got a nice clasp with a little safety catch. It's marked, I saw this one when I was looking at it, it's actually marked 18K 750, but it's, I'm pretty sure gold plated. You can actually see that it's worn away on places on the inside, but still a very nice thing and something we can sell separately. And then we've got this vintage brooch, Tiger's Eye. Get the stubby thing away. No maker's names at all, but still a nice thing. That can be sold as it is. Oh, that's pretty. I do like that. Very sparkly. It's got all its stones. No maker's mark that I can see, but a really nice thing. Another piece that can be sold just as it is. And a stretchy pearl bracelet. Quite a nice little bracelet. I think that's one we could cut up and reuse the pearls from. That'll be a nice thing. Oh, isn't he sweet? A project handmade seahorse brooch. Love the big eye. Really good. Someone's going to like him. I do. And another vintage brooch. A little bit of wear to it. That's quite nice. No, again, no maker, but quite a nice vintage piece. Another one we can sell as it is. This is a very sparkly bracelet. That's nice. Yeah, like that. We'll see if somebody else likes it. We're doing quite well here. This brooch, filigree work. Again, no maker's name. Got a very vintage C clasp. Sometimes these filigree pieces are silver, so, or even a low grade silver. Needs a little bit of fandangling. Get those seeds back in the right place. We'll test that one for silver in a bit. And a pair of earrings. Look to be new in packet. Just costume jewellery, but quite pretty. They can be sold as is. And this little ring, it's very small. Just about goes on my little finger. It's got a mark inside, which is a 50. I think that's the size. And it's got a swan. So that's a little Swarovski ring. Quite a small size, but very sweet. That one's another one to be sold. We're doing very well so far. This vintage brooch, really gorgeous. Love the blue stones, but it's got a lot of pieces missing. Again, no maker. That can go in broken brooches. Wow, no maker. Look at that. That's a gorgeous stone. I don't know if you can see it. The it's a bit like a cat's eye. That's gorgeous. I wonder if that's just glass or whether that's actually a stone of some sort. We'll put that on the gem tester. Cameo brooch. Yeah, no maker's mark again. But it's quite tarnished at the back, so I wonder if that's worth just checking for silver. You see all the tarnish on it. Might be worth a little look. And another single earring. Put that on the pile of single earrings, see if it's got any friends. This is a gold and copper tone ring. And the copper's wearing through, so not a gold. It's got a little mark on it, but not gold. Rude. Quite a small ring again. Nice. We can clean that up and sell it just as it is. This bracelet is, oh, is that the hamster hand with the all-seeing eye in the middle? It's got quite a bit of wear to it. The gold, that's gold tone has worn off, and that's down to the copper. Sweet thing. I think we could have the pendant off of that and just upcycle the pendant. That can go on the upcycling pile. And bracelet. That's nice. Nice cabochon. Something different. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's very nice. Very boho. We can sell that one. And, oh, it's a pixie. Or a leprechaun. That is from, it's a Girl Guides badge, and it's got a name marked inside, but that's a real sweet thing. I think we'll have to see if there's any value to that. And single pearl earring clip on. We'll see if that's got a friend. Do some matching up, and we've got a pair of clip on gold tone. Oh, they've got something written on them. Vintage Napier clip on with the screw back vintage Napier earrings, and we've got a pair, so they can be cleaned up and sold. Super. And a maple leaf, very shiny, very shiny. That's a nice vintage brooch as well. We're doing very well here. And a little, like a little Cupid's arrow. This, I'm fairly certain, is missing the stone from the middle. See, it would have had a stone in there, and it is marked 925. But I think that's just one for the scraps pile, unless we come across a stone that's that shape. Little scrap. And this is a charm in the shape of a crown. That's sweet, isn't it? It's got a little stone inside. Yep, that can be made back into a charm. That's nice. Then we've got a pendant with a piece of black. I'm not sure what that is. It's got some texture to it, and it's almost some grain like a piece of wood. I'll Google Lens that, but I'm not sure whether it's just meant to be. Fairly modern chain and clasp. Might Google Lens that and see if it got any clues what it is, but I don't think it's got any real quality. So we'll have a little think about that. And this is a Avon, just a little pendant with a wishbone and a little seed pearl, a little green seed pearl on it. Very sweet. That can be sold just as it is, with a bit of untangling. Oh, that's a beautiful earring. Lots of sparkles that are missing actually. Quite a few missing rhinestones. Very nice earring. We'll put that on their broken vintage pile. And a little safety chain. They're always nice. We could possibly, if we find a vintage bracelet, we could add that to it. And a big chunky sparkler. That's pretty massive. There's some wear to the inside, so base metal is starting to show through, but it's still a nice piece. Oh, that's a pretty big ring. It's got some, that's M&S. It's from M&S. Big chonker. It's got some wear to that, so I think that might go in the craft bag. And oh, what a beautiful, beautiful brooch. It's a bird in flight. Isn't that lovely? All the marquettes seem to be there. That's really gorgeous. It's got a maker's mark on it, which is, let's have a little look. It's a Sphinx. And it's got a number to it. I think that's absolutely stunning. Get that clasp out of the way. And it's got a couple of rivets there. That's really nice. Oh, it's got a marquette missing just there. We'll have a look at fixing that, and that might be a keeper. That's really nice. Really nice. Another pearl clip-on. Does that match the pearl we had before? No, it doesn't. I'll put that on the pile. Just a little, that's not even a ring. It's just like a jump ring, a closed jump ring. That's missing a lot of stones. Vintage brooch. I can go in broken vintage brooches. Oh, and that's pretty. That's got all of its parts. Not sure if that bit in the middle might be a bit of smoky quartz. Might just be glass. But it's got some inclusions. I might put that on the testing pile. And next, another nice brooch. That looks to have all its sparkles. No maker. But a nice brooch. Again, something we can sell just as it is. And a ring. Very bent out of shape. No marks to it. Nice size. I think it's brass. But we could just test it while we've got a pile on the go. And nice leaf brooch with a pearl. No maker's marks again. That's a nice brooch. That can be sold as it is. Another marqueette brooch. Looks like it's got all its sparkles. No maker again. Pretty. We're doing very well for bits that can be sold just as they are. It's an unusual shape brooch. It's like a filigree work. I wonder if it should have a stone in here. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it should have some sort of stone in there. That's nice. And that can go in broken brooches. Oh, a cufflink with a Roman head on it. We'll put that to one side, see if it's... Oh, there it is. That's a pair. I like them. They're nice. No maker's marks. A little bit of wear to them. Oh, that looks like a name on one of them. It's very worn. If I had to guess, I'd say that said Manhattan. Why would they say Manhattan? That's what it looks like. Nope, we'll have to do an image search on those, but a nice pair of cufflinks. Another nice ring. with quite a bit of wear to it. Very big. It's nice. I wonder if that's a little emerald. Got some wear to it, so I don't think it's gold. But we can put it on the testing pile. We've got one going. And another clip-on earring, vintage. That was sweet. I'll put that on the sorting pile. Clip-on the sorting pile. Oh, we've had the other one of those. The other one was missing quite a lot of sparkles. That one seems to be intact. I'll put those together and maybe we'll have a look at see if we can replace some of those. This very pretty little brooch. Lots of the stones are dead. They're not sparkling anymore. It's a very sweet little brooch. No maker's marks. They can go in broken brooches. Come out, come out. That's a sparkly, isn't it? Very pretty. Pretty little sparkly faceted piece. Again, no marks on it. And the chain. No marks on the clasp. Might be worth testing that for silver. It's a nice sparkle. Put it over there. Nice green stone. That's got marks. That says it's I don't know what it says. It's very tarnished. Might be able to see what it says when it's very tarnished. It has got some marks in there. Can't read them. So we'll test you for silver. Little testing pile going here. This has definitely seen better days. We've got copper showing through. Nice little ring. Bang Gun Craft. Pair of earrings. Nice pair of earrings. They can be cleaned up and sold as a pair. And interesting ring. Again, quite a big size. That's quite nice though. We can clean that up and sell it as it is. This is a part of a pearl earring and the ring there has broken off. So that just goes in craft. Another ring. That's got quite a bit of wear to it as well. Still quite sweet. We'll give that a clean and see if that can be resold. And that's nice. That's a heart shape ring. I like that. I think we'll test that for silver. And a Girl Guides badge. I had one just like that. Registered trademark Girl Guides badge. Fantastic. Somebody might like that. Somebody of my generation might like that. Little pendant. Mark 925. I can totally believe that's silver. Looks to have all its sparkles. Yeah, I'll find a chain for that hopefully. And oh, that's pretty. There's a little flower. No maker's mark again, but that's very pretty. That can be sold. Another clip-on earring. Put that to be paired up. That, no idea what that is. I'll put that one to one side. Not quite sure what that is. Another pendant. Says love on it. Got a little stone. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't silver. Definitely looks like it might be. Got a little mark there. Yep, 95 on the bail. Definitely looks silver. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't a little amethyst in there. It says love. Yep, I can believe that's silver. And I'm guessing that's a pendant. That'll be the that way around. So that's the textured bit, and that's it's got a mark on it, but I don't know what it says. Wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't silver as well. We'll test you. Another, I'm sure we've had the other one of these. Sparklers. Well, I'll sort them out in a minute. That's a little pendant which says Mooney on the back. And it's like a Greek coin. Mooney. Wow, that's interesting. I doubt for a moment that would be. Let's just test it. We're testing lots of stuff, so let's test it. Chain, that'll be useful with all the pendants we found. And a thicker sort of belcher chain. No maker's marks. Don't think that's silver. Oh, hang on. A little mark on the ring. I think we've got to test this one because the rings have been soldered quite nicely. So I think that's got to go on the testing pile. Then we've got another pendant. Could be. Again, test it for silver. A clasp, that definitely has got that grey look of stainless steel. Put that to one side. And a P. A P charm. I'll put you on the silver testing pile. Well, that testing pile is great. Let's get some more bits out of this jewellery box. We've got a lot of things in boxes. Get some more out. Okay, a nice gold plated, I'm sure, B, with some of the gold plate wearing off. But again, somebody might like that. And a vintage brooch. It's a leaf with lots of blue. And it's by Hollywood. That's a nice vintage brooch. Got some wear to it, but it's old. That's a Scottish designed brooch. Very nice. Missing its central stone. We'll put that in broken brooches. Oh, I like that. That's a real beautiful thing. That can be sold. That's resin. No, it's glass. That's nice though. That's a pretty piece. A pair of flowers. Oh, looks like brass. Another nice vintage one. And oh, it's one of these stretch bracelets that that's nice. Got all its sparkles. What's it called? There's a name for this type of stretch. Is it Empire? Why am I thinking it's Empire? Anyway, I'll look it up. But that's a real Bobby Dazzler. Super. Super. And a panel bracelet on brass with faux cameos. A nice vintage piece, no maker's marks, but yep, we can clean that up and sell that, give it a polish. And it's a pearl necklace with an awful lot of tarnish and gunk around here. I think that's one that can go and craft. Someone can take the beads off of that. And that bracelet, a wooden bracelet, that's gone. We just have the beads off of that. That's completely gone. And we've got, oh, that's another, I picked it up again, another Avon bracelet, necklace with a wishbone. We've had one like that before. I might have picked up the same one twice. Plastic bangle. Got seams to it. That can go and craft. A rather nice bracelet with, these beads are very cold. I wonder if they're glass or if they could be something else. A very salmony pink. I'll put the, if I've got the gem tester warmed up, we might as well use it. This is a, these brooches are always broken when they come into me. Yep, lots of chips in it. Gorgeous bone china brooch, but goes in craft. And there's another one. Big chips out of it. Bone china. Craft. This is nice. Pearls. Gorgeous pearls. And the beads very, very cold to the touch. No maker mark on the clasp. It looks a bit like an artisan piece, really, with the way the crimps are done. But very nice choker necklace. We'll see what those beads are. I'm sure they're gemstones. It's a nice brooch. Got a red bead, a red, I wonder if that's a ruby. No maker's marks on it again, but that's a very nice brooch. And another brooch, vintage leaf brooch, in good condition, that one. And then we have all of these little tubs. Let's have a look what's in here. These are very worn. You've got verdigris on them. And they're in yuck condition. Lots of verdigris. Sort of coppery colour, so I'm not thinking that they're anything of value. That's in an awful condition. They've been marked £1 by somebody who had them before. That's got verdigris on it. Copper again. Yep, yuck. I think these might be going in craft. That's again coppery colour. You can see the verdigris and the rust. They've actually got rust on them, that one. It's being eaten away in that top corner. These have obviously been stored somewhere very damp. That's gold. It says it's gold plated. Oh, can you see? That's actually perishing there. It's got rust. And again, verdigris and rust on that one. Oh, right. There you go. They're not going to go anywhere. And we've got a collection of earrings now. Yeah, that one. Okay. Is a pair of vintage clip-on earrings. That's different. They're complete. And this one's a pair of, again, vintage clip-on earrings. Got 3 stones in there. 3 stones in there. No maker's name, but clip-on earrings do sell. Oh, that's pretty. That is really nice. You see it's got an enamelled robin in the centre of that heart. They'll make beautiful Christmas earrings if we weren't right on top of Christmas. Oh, I really like those. They can be swapped to new hooks and they'll be lovely. Right, they're a keeper. I'll be wearing those on Christmas Day. These are, oh, that looks like a moonstone or something in the middle. Very pretty rose gold earrings. Very pretty. I do like those. Nothing written on the back. Gosh, they don't want to open. Nope. No marks at all, but they are nice. And they can be cleaned up and sold. We've got a, oh, that's a nice sparkly earring. Again, no maker, but a nice sparkler. Hasn't got a pair, which we'll do some pairing up. That's a little 925 silver earring. That's a nice little earring, and it's got a pair. Great, they can be cleaned and sold. I'm sure I've seen the other one of you somewhere. We'll do some pairing up in a bit. All right, let's just get these guys out. So that earring back says 925. That's the same back on that one. We can test those, make sure they are. This little stud earring. A pair of silver studs. Check and see if those are. That looks like a little bit of lapis. Might be. Have you got a pair? Yep. That's a pair. Don't think they're silver, but hey, we're testing. We'll test. That's a little bit of, is it turquoise? No marks on it, but nice little earrings. Oh, we'll do some testing. We'll do some testing. That looks like that stainless steel that you use when you're having your ears pierced. Nice little pair there, and a pair of lips. Pair of lips. A single leaf and some earring backs. Put those in there. Interesting. Well, a few good bits there. Right, and we're down to the last compartment. Yay! Well, this box has really given us a lot of good bits and bobs. A lot of good bits and bobs. It's been a very exciting box. And I've got a little owl pin. Isn't he sweet? Gorgeous little abalone owl. Really sweet vintage piece. That'll be lovely. We'll sell that one just as it is. We've got a real shell butterfly. Again, no maker's marks. Needs his little antennae bringing forward. That's beautiful. Now we'll be selling that one. This is a copper pendant of a leaf. It's quite nice. And a brooch. Again, no maker's mark. That can just be cleaned up and sold as it is. A faux pearl brooch. That can be cleaned and sold as it is. This is a crucifix on a brooch. That's a nice little pendant. Got a nibble in it. I think it's just glass, but we'll put it on the testing pile. And the enamel work has worn off of this flower. Nice brooch. That can go in broken brooches. Another marker seat brooch, floral. And that's got a name on it. It says foreign. There's something else above that. Looks like it begins with a G. Not sure what that is. I'll have to do a Google image search on that, but a nice little marker seat brooch. Oh, that's a dress clip. Look, missing quite a few stones. You can go in broken brooches. And that's a dress clip again. Missing quite a few stones again. Going broken vintage. That's a nice brooch. No maker's mark, but that's very pretty. I do like that. Oh, the other earring. We've got this earring. So that makes a pair. I will swap them to new hooks. And they're fab. They're just so fab. Love them. Now we had a bit of... There it is. We found a piece of this earlier on, so we'll match that back up again. It's a Dutch Delft bracelet. I'll glue the other piece back on there. That says... Actually says Germany. But windmills. Blue and white china with windmills. Gotta think Dutch Delft, haven't you? Oh, that's great. We'll get that one mended and that could be sold. And we have a hematite stretch bracelet. The elastic's gone on that, completely gone. We'll get that one restrung. And another, that one's gone as well. Another hematite stretch bracelet, so that can be restrung. And this is, shagreen skin. Oh, wow. It's got some marks to it. Not in the best of condition. Somebody had it out for sale for £4. You see it's got white water staining on it. Yeah, we shall look that up, see what that's worth. I've not had... It's a piece of glass. That's a piece of glass. Those are wooden beads and those are plastic beads. I think we'll just cut that one up for the beads. Another china brooch. Missing a leaf there. Such a shame. They just don't last, these brooches. Pin brooch. Bar brooch. No maker's mark again on there. Very pretty though. Pop that one on the for sale side. And leaf brooch. Got its sparkles. We can sell that one. Oh, this would have been pretty with the dangles. That's a really pretty brooch. Unfortunately, it's lost a lot of plating, but would have been an absolute joy. I do like that. Yeah, it's going to go in broken brooches. Hopefully somebody can restore that. That's a nice scarf clip with a nice bit of enamelling. Pretty. I'll put that in there. A copper pendant. Oh, abalone. You see how much of the plating has worn off. That's a real shame. The cord's gone. I'm afraid that one's going to go in craft. Oh, that is a stone. For a second there I thought it was plastic. We'll put that on the testing pile. Not sure what that is. Maybe a bit of agate. And another nice brooch, vintage brooch. Bit of wear to it, but it's vintage. Earring, screw back. Bit of a wonky. I'll put that on the single earrings, see if we can match it up. I've got another silver chain, which says Avon. So a vintage Avon chain. We'll find a pendant to go on that. And this is it's got a name on it. I think it's Avon as well. Yeah, that's Avon as well. Nice little red stones. That's a sweet little necklace. Sell that one. And that's got all of its stones. Another unsigned one, but a nice, oh no it hasn't, it's missing some stones at the top there. That can go again in broken brooches. Another vintage one. That's nice. Wow. Another vintage brooch. Again, missing some stones. So that's going to go in broken brooches lot. And that's a pretty one. That's a scarf clip again. That works okay. That's really pretty. And another scarf clip with a rose on it in copper. That's pretty as well. And last but not least, another brooch. That's really sweet. And that can be sold just as it is. And that is my jewellery box. Oh, found another earring in there. That's my jewellery box emptied. Sweet little earring. Super. Right, we've got a few bits to test for silver and a few bits to identify stones. So I'm going to switch you off, get my stuff out, and I'll be back in a moment. Right, I managed to pair up some of the earrings. So we've got a nice pair of pearly clip-ons, another pair of pearly clip-ons, and another pair. We've got a pair of sparklers and a pair of drop sparklers as well. So they can all be cleaned up and sold. And we'll get the Presidium out, get Sid out and see what he has to say about some of these stones that we have here. Always waiting for him to warm up. He's a bit slow. He's there, Sid. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Come on, Sid. Oh, there he is. Right, first of all, we've got this pink stone on this bracelet. Very hard to press on. Nope, that's just coming up as glass. They're really nice though. Okay, and then we've got whatever this whitey creamy stone is with the pearls, and that's gone up to quartz, amethyst and citrine. So maybe that's a quartz. That's a really nice necklace. They do feel nice, those beads. I'm thinking this is just glass, but it's very interesting. Yep, just glass, but lovely. I'm also thinking that this pendant is probably just glass, but it might be a smoky quartz. Let's just... Yep, that's just glass as well. We'll put that on a chain. We've got some spare chains, and that can go. And I was thinking this ring might be silver, but what's the stone? Oh, that's just glass. We'll test that for silver, nonetheless. You're being tested for silver. That's got some... Nope, that's just glass. It's got some inclusions in it, so I thought it might be something. But lovely, lovely anyway. I think you're probably just glass, but let's just check. Oh, no, you're not. You've gone way over that. You've gone to tourmaline iolite. That's a something then. I'm going to test the chain on that. Interesting little thing. This, I wonder if that's just glass. Yep, that's just glass, but I'm going to test that for silver. Yeah, and little blue stones. Oh, that's gone right up. That's gone to quartz. Quartz, tourmaline, iolite. Well, that's definitely a gemstone. I was going to test those for silver as well. Not sure where they are. I wonder if that might be lapis. And then these little green stones in these earrings. Glass. Still, we're going to test those for silver. I'm taking that is probably glass. Oh no, it's gone way over glass. Cheirophrase, emerald nephrite, or tourmaline garland iolite. Well, that's something. I was going to test that to see what the metal was as well. Well, we've got a few bits and pieces here, haven't we? I think we're just going to test that is probably glass. Yep, that's glass. We'll have the little dangle off of that. That's really pretty. This is probably glass. Yep, that's glass. What else was I going to test? This, I think, is some sort of quartz. Not sure. It's gone way over glass, and I think it's come tourmaline, iolite, garnet. Definitely a gemstone. Definitely a gemstone. Nice little brooch. Fantastic. Right. Let's turn Sid off and test some bits for silver. A few bits to test here. Get our little block out and our silver testing and our gold testing solution. Right. Let's just have a little look at this ring, which the tested as a gemstone. It's very bent, got no maker's marks. This strange coiny thing, it's quite pale. I think that was marked 925. Another gold tone ring. No, that definitely isn't anything. Anything else that was gold tone? Not you. Oh, there was an earring. Right, I'm going to test those 3 bits for gold. Oh, and that earring was a bit suspicious as well. Oh, that looks like copper to me, but we'll give it a go while we've got it out. So 14. Let's see, I'm not really expecting anything to be gold, but it would be nice if something was. Okay, well that's disappeared straight away, so that is nothing. That is still visible. Oh, sorry, get my head underneath here now. That's disappeared straight away, so we can have the charm off of that. That's gone, and the only thing that's still visible is that. How peculiar. I would think it would be hallmarked if it was gold, but it's not. Oh well, I'll put that in the scraps pile. Interesting. Okay, that one could go in. Right, and then we got to do some testing for silver. I'll just pause you for a second to get a tissue. Okay, and let's test for some silver. This is marked 925, these earrings, even though they're a rose gold colour. So let's give that a go. Got a pair of those. Lost the other one, there it is. Sparklers. This tested as a gemstone, so maybe that'll be silver. And there's the other one of those. This ring looks like it matches those. I think I can see some copper coming through there. These just very nicely made, so I'm going to give them a bit of a no, that's definitely copper showing on that, so they're not. And this pair of earrings, and this P. I don't think that is either. And no, that's definitely copper. Right, so let's test these bits and get the next bits out. I've just tested something which I know is copper. A wasted testing fluid. Okay, so what you're looking for is for the solution to go red. So that one is red, that one isn't, that one looks red. Just get my tissue because it's difficult in this artificial light to actually see. That one is definitely copper. Pretty little pendant. Put that in craft though. And I'll show you, much easier to show you what's gone red on a tissue. So we have got, that one's red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's red and that one's red. That one is not red. That one is not red, so they're not silver. That is a pretty little ring, but not silver. And those are silver. So those, and those are silver. They're not. They can just be sold as a costume. Those can be sold as costume. Right, let's give our next little lot a going over. We've got the heart ring. Nope, that's copper. Costume. We've got this little pendant. Nope, that's got copper showing as well. A random odd earring. Hasn't got a friend. That might be. These gemstone earrings. Might be. This chain with the soldered links, which I thought looked rather nice. So we can get a bit of that scratched up. Oh no, that's definitely not. But we can use the chain. And this filigree brooch. Nope, can see the copper coming through that. And this very pretty sparkly necklace. No, that doesn't even scratch. So not that one either. So the only two we've got to test are these two. Not the most brilliant scratches either. There you can see. That one's yellow and that one's red. So those are silver. I think they probably are lapis. Silver earrings. And that one is not. It's just an odd random earring. So that can go. And those can go on the silver pile. Oh, and I was going to test these next time. I got some testing fluid out. These ones that we tested for gemstones earlier on. See if that's silver. Oh, that's a good scratch. So we're looking for it to go dark red. And it's changing colour. Yeah, that's darkening up quite nicely. Yep, so they're silver as well. And yep, so quite a bit of silver. Quite a few pieces that are marked silver. So I think we're quite happy with them. These were all marked silver. So I think we're quite happy with these. No, that is marked silver. And that is not. It's a fibber. Your bell's marked silver. The bell's a fibber as well. Ooh, naughty little fibber. That is all hallmarked for silver. It's amazing, isn't it, when you check and it isn't. This is hallmarked for silver as well. Nope, that's not silver. Oh, naughty. And that might be, that's hallmarked for silver as well. I think that one might be. But those two are coming out copper colour. That's so naughty. Okay, I'll just get a little bit of tissue here. So that's red, and I think this one's red as well. There you go, it's gone red. So that is silver, but the other bits aren't. Well, that is very naughty. Very naughty indeed. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We've got lots of really good bits to sell from this box. Some bits of silver, some bits of gemstones. So all in all, quite a worthwhile little box. Thank you very much for watching. That's it for today. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.